8 watching. Hi, 8 of you. 7 of you, because I make number 8.
Yeah, see, I told you. People are at home and they're bored. We just thought we'd break your boredom. I don't know if we're going to make you more bored or less bored, but
Or more paranoid.
it's going to be what it's going to be.
More carefree. Say hi, somebody, so we know who's there.
Somebody say.
Please.
Well, it says here, RV Ash in April.
RV Ashes in April. Hi, guys.
6549 Harry.
Hey, guys.
David W.
Hi from Minnesota. Jeremy Malden.
And teacher Cindy.
Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, we helped her break into her pantry today.
She got locked out.
Locked out.
And here she's got all this food for the apocalypse, but she couldn't get in there because it was locked. And she had no key.
But she did get in there. Hang on one second. I gotta shut
Yeah, she did get in there, and now she doesn't have a lock or a doorknob.
Yeah, so she's ready for the next apocalypse.
That's right.
So.
And now there's no door frame either.
So I have a question for you guys. How have you guys been?
Chris McConnell, I'm not here.
We did that live the other day on our way back from Florida. And we wanted to get back here to our daughter's house because I just had a real negative feeling about things, and of course we were kind of told we were lame, that we should have stayed in Florida, we should have went to flea markets and hung out there and died basically. But we didn't do that. Anyway, we're
boredom is a choice, and Cindy is very busy.
Yeah, we didn't want to leave, but we had to leave. So I guess that's a choice you have to make. Could have been a good gig, but we'll never know now.
It's all right. There's got to be something better, something else, something better.
You think so? Maybe. Can you read questions? Have we gotten any questions? Yeah.
David W. says, I'm keeping busy. Cindy's keeping busy.
Are most people, are you still working?
Kevin Loving says that we're down to toilet paper with splinters in it now.
Yeah.
Corn cobs. Sears catalog.
Yeah, I know better than that. He hasn't flown in from other countries.
You're buffering, I'm not. Now you're frozen.
Yeah, there it is.
Cage is not bored either.
Well, you guys, we're here in Little Rock. It's not quite as busy, the traffic and stuff. Of course, you go to the Walmart, it's wiped out pretty much. And so we're just trying to lay low as much as possible and keep from catching anything. What happened will probably, I'll end up dying from mold inside of our leaky RVs, you know? Because you can't go outside and fix them.
Or the truck.
Yeah, the truck. My sunroof on my truck is leaking. Yeah. It's drying out now. When it dries out, I'm going to take it out and put it back in. I got to reseal it and put it back in. As you can tell, Cage is really excited about this. He's like, I don't understand why we do this. You just sit around and talk to your phone. Why should that be any different, huh? Why should that be any different? Rufy and Reba's daddy's on TV right now.
Yeah.
And Daisy and Violet.
I'm wondering how many of you guys are home. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing our live to Facebook. RV Ashes in April. We stopped at the Air Force Base here in Tucson, decided we better hang here at the RV park. Who knows what campgrounds might be closed. Our plan was to head east. Yeah. There goes your plans for seeing all the national parks again. Yeah, state parks.
Yeah, they're all starting to close
Florida
them.
are closed. Schools are closed in Montana for 2 weeks.
You would think they would leave the parks open. I mean, because people are spread out, but I don't know. I guess they don't want to manage it is what it is.
I don't know. I don't know. And I wonder what it'll do to the economy across the board.
I have a hard time believing all the hype of this thing because, I mean, there's 60,000 deaths in the last year from the flu. I think we got maybe 100 or something right now from this. Doesn't seem like it quite comes up, but they're saying that in the next 2 weeks we'll start finding out how bad it is.
Yeah, I don't know what the point in closing the campgrounds is either.
Come over here and sit down.
Cindy said her friend got the virus last week, but she's better now. She's probably young. Some are open for day use but closed to camping. I don't get it either. I don't know. Anyways. There's not a whole lot going on because everybody's doing about what we're doing. Just kind of sitting it out, I suppose, and seeing what'll happen. Trying to be careful who you go visit. She's 22, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there's, well, I'll tell you, we did a lot of driving in the last month or so. And man, the motorhome just performed beautifully. The only problem we have was that step.
Yeah.
And a little bit of that. I got a new tow bar, and I think I got it. It's too lightweight. I need a 10,000 pounder. So we're probably going to be changing that out. But I mean, it's better than that last one was. But I just don't think it's heavy duty enough for a full size truck.
Cindy, the RV just really needs to step up its performance. Cindy's like our family corny joke teller. Every family has to have one of those.
Like a little too corny. She's embarrassing.
Not to me. And Kevin says it's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Hey, Charlie Porch. We're doing fine. Kevin says, I'm not worried about you, Darla. It's the geezer beside you that's at risk.
Yeah, Darla's going to live forever. Should be like her mom. Her mom went on a cruise last week.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
with our
80,
niece.
She's 83. I don't know. I figure she thinks she lived long enough. If something happens, oh well.
Yeah, and she's like, well, it was so cheap. I had to go. Well, it's so cheap because everybody's getting sick and can't get off the boat.
Cindy, who's rude? She said rude.
Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan is our son-in-law. He says we should invest in the stock market. Everything's low, low, low now. Buy low, sell high, right?
See, that's the trouble with the stock market and regular folks. It's they get you in there, and then they get it all built up, and then as the thing is tumbling down, you feel like you got to jump out somewhere. And when you jump out, then it keeps going down. And then when it gets to the very bottom, then the big guys come in and just go whoosh. And
Oh, Dad's saying her jokes were corny is rude.
hell. But anyway, it's stock market's scary for me. I guess for the average guy, it might be, but I don't know. I'm a gold and silver man. That's what I do.
I told him we should be toilet paper people, but
Yeah. Yeah, but to get $500 worth of toilet paper in here, you wouldn't be able to walk. It's the only trouble with toilet paper. It's not like it's. Kevin put a thing on our Facebook page, and it showed this big old semi with a floor package of toilet paper tied down. So.
RV Ashes in April says, I kind of think we were better off boondocking in the desert when we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. Well, but they have a problem there too. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they have valley fever. So,
Yeah, but like, is there a test for valley fever? Did they test her for corona? You know,
yeah.
what'd she really have? Do we really know? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I got sick after at about the end of the tent, and I would do that a lot different next time. That's when I'd want to do some wind treatments and stuff like that on me before I got
Inhaler?
in. What?
Inhaler treatments?
Well, yeah, and then we left there,
Nebulizer?
and then the weather started getting pretty cold and nasty, and we went and saw Kevin. We were there about a day and a half, and it was, a lot of humidity, and it was cold. And then we came here to my daughter's, and it was a lot of humidity, and it was cold, and just raining, pouring rain. And we headed for Florida, and we got down almost to Florida in Alabama. And the worst part was it was after driving these roads that were horrific. And I just told her, I was locking up. I couldn't move. And I said, man, we got to head back. So we called it off. We turned around and went back. Came back here. I spent 3 weeks in bed trying to get well. And to tell you the truth, I'm just now starting to feel good. But I'm still not 100%. I'm about 75. And it's still taking on time, so. But at least now I don't have to really do anything. I mean, there's things I want to do, but they don't have to be done right this moment. But hopefully we can get a couple of things that I think need to be done. I get the septic working around here. Got to do that. We've got a macerator. So I don't know how those things work yet, but I will be finding out. Otherwise, we have to go to the dump station once a week and dump while we're here. But I don't know. That could be closed off too. Who knows, huh?
Yeah, it could be.
Cage, get off of there. I swear. It's like having 4 2-year-olds. Come here. Come up here. Come on.
Cindy says Montana's lovely this time of year, Dad.
No, it's not.
You guys had snow flurries yesterday, you said. Come on. And it rained like crazy here yesterday.
You can tell this dog doesn't like us. Come over here and sit down. Leave Mom alone.
He wants to be diplomatic. I get one half, you get the other half.
Yeah, I always get the wrong half.
I keep getting the back half.
He's a good boy. Good boy?
Kevin says that macerator will not work on corn cobs.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, we got you know what? We use that, and this is a good advice for you guys that are out there in RVs. There's been a couple of people have tested the product. We've been testing it for years, but that Scott 1000, it's not like wiping your butt with a pillow, but it works well, and it's really good for the exhaust system here on the motorhome. It dissolves and it comes out real easy. So
you don't have to buy that $5.39 4-pack of
dissolves in your hand, not in your toilet.
Of RV toilet paper.
That's the problem. That stuff dissolves in your hands. It's nasty. And then it's a big, huge roll like this, but it's like 30 sheets. That Scott 1000, man. You keep thinking, oh, it's going to be out. It's going to be out. It just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Trey,
all right.
We haven't seen you in forever.
We have a celebrity on our channel here.
We're happy to see you on here, Trey. We missed you. We're talking about the Corona COVID-19, whatever politically correct thing you want to call it. It doesn't make it go away no matter what you call it, but anyway, everybody's just kind of in a holding pattern. And we wondered, we all wonder how you've been, Trey. Give us an update.
Yeah. Anyway, We we're excited because we're gonna get our. We bought some. We were gonna work
The
for.
one really good thing about going down and trying to do kitchen craft was we did gain a real love for the cookware.
Yeah, that's who we were gonna work for, Kitchen Craft.
Now it's out.
And huh?
Now
Yeah.
it's out.
Well, someone said, "How come you don't tell us about the jobs?" Well, I'll tell you why we don't tell you about the jobs. Is every time we tell someone about the job, when we get there, they're done training and they're going out working. They always seem to sneak in front of us, and then we sit like with gate guarding. We had that happen with this gate guarding. The people took off and had this wonderful gate, and we sat there for a week waiting for a gate. That was a long time ago too, but
He was mostly disappointed that he didn't get to see an alligator, though. Cindy said.
yeah, I never saw an alligator. I've been down there twice now.
Yeah.
Never seen an alligator, but I had good bait. I thought cage was pretty good bait, but we had read up about the product and I've heard people talk about it, and I always thought, man, this has got to be some really good cookware. And when we got down there and we actually used the product, it's amazing. I mean, it's over 100 years old. This company's over 100 years old, and they've been making this stuff, and everything is American made. And I mean, you can just feel it. I mean, washing it, you know it's going to cook good. You know,
Jimmy Taylor says they've had theirs for 40 years. 40.
40.
It's good stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what I did is I went on eBay because I didn't know whether they would want to sell me any or not, but I went on eBay and I found the classic set, and we got a pretty good deal on it. And
we don't need brand new, especially when the stuff's guaranteed for life, and
right,
it's looks brand new.
And according to the description, it looks really good, and the pictures I looked real close. Everything looks real nice, so we should have it by tomorrow. So we went today, got carrots and squash and zucchini and all kinds of good corn and chicken.
Hi,
And
Terry Burns.
we're gonna cook a really good meal tomorrow night, and it's waterless. You know, it's just really amazing when you cook. The best thing in the world is that corn. You cook that corn in there, and it just comes out so awesome. So
the colors are. I don't know. It keeps all the nutrients in the food. It sounds like we're trying to sell you guys on it, but we
can't sell it anyway. But I'll tell you what. I mean, the thing about it is and I see like Eric Nomadic Fanatic and James Wheelock from Wanderlust Estates and these other guys they're getting into losing weight and getting really healthy. Well, this cookware would be perfect. It goes right up their alley. And not only does it make your food more healthy and nutritious, but it tastes amazing. I mean, you boil corn, when you're done boiling corn, you taste butter. When we barbecue corn, it's an unknown science because it either comes out a little burnt or not cooked enough or something. It's good. I like barbecue corn. That's probably my favorite way. This now is my favorite way because it just comes out perfect every time.
Marty says, I'll be competing with the Gators for the Canadian geese on the golf course if the food runs out. And Bill, you must have been just a young whippersnapper when Kitchen Craft went into business.
Yeah.
Wonder who said that?
Kevin. Yeah. Yeah, I was only 30 then, in 1906.
Preferable, I think the Kitchen Craft. There's iron in the Kitchen Craft, so I do like it better. Here's the thing, and we said this in part of our spiel when we were, doing the shows. You make French toast in a cast iron skillet. We've only got two. One small one, and I make eggs in that, and the other one I make everything else in because it's bigger. But if you make French toast in the morning and you make spaghetti at night, you can't wash those pans. So you get this hint of cinnamon.
Yeah, you get a cinnamon flavor in your spaghetti sauce.
You just do, because you can't wash it with soap and water.
And these things, they actually do have iron, and then they have aluminum, and it's all sealed and all compressed together.
It's all bonded.
All bonded and compressed together in surgical stainless steel. And this stuff is tough. I mean, if somebody comes in the motorhome, that's probably going to be the weapon of choice. I mean, that those things
those are heavy. They're
they
heavy.
got some weight to them, and they're you're not going to hurt them. They have a lifetime warranty. So if you like crack a pan over a guy's head, you can send it in and get another weapon, another pan.
I always wash mine with water, just water and a couple paper towels, but it still has the fragrance and a little bit of the taste of cinnamon. It just does.
Yeah, and then you cook French toast the next day again, and it tastes like oregano. The transfer of flavors and spices and stuff goes with the pan.
Kitchen craft, Terry. Kitchen craft, waterless cookware. And yeah, you have to have, I don't know though, any pan, really, especially if it sticks anything besides stainless or cast iron, your food's going to stick, and so it makes it hard. So pans are just hard to clean. I like that stuff. It gets like a protein stain in the stainless, but if you use their cleaner or Barkeeper's Friend or Bon Ami, it takes it right out. So I don't think it's any harder. And actually, I like it better overall just because it makes better food.
And I've got some really cool stainless polish, because this stuff shines up like chrome. It looks like chrome when it's polished, but it does scratch. It lightly scratches. So every once in a while, you got to get out the old metal polish and take the scratches out. If you want to keep it looking showroom, just depends. When you're showing it, if you're showing it to sell, then you want it to be perfect. But just using it in the kitchen, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway, it is good stuff. I have no complaint about the product.
It's a little costly.
It is a lot costly.
It's a lot costly.
But it lasts forever.
But it's like a snap-on. It's like a snap-on tool. And I when we were out there, we were out showing the product and doing the demos and stuff. And I tell these guys that come up and they're like, my wife, she's been wanting that stuff for years, but it's like $2,000 for a set of pots and pans. I go, do you have a toolbox? Yeah. Well, you got any Snap-on tools? Well, heck no, I can't afford those. I said, well, but would you have Snap-on if you could afford it? Absolutely. And I bought my first toolbox. Everybody's going to laugh because this is like the Stone Age, but I bought it in 1973. And I made payments on the toolbox and the tools that I had in there for about a year and a half. And I still have all those tools that I bought. I mean, I've had them for years and years.
Thanks for tuning in, Ashes. You guys have a good, safe drive.
Yes.
Enjoy being outside while you can. Keep a 6-foot distance.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people are going to New Mexico and Utah. So I don't know, trying to get there before it gets too hot. So we're in the middle of March.
He says it looks like you have a halo. It must be sunny there. It's not. It's very overcast. I'm sure it is where you are too, Kevin.
How's that? Did I get rid of my halo? That better? I just had that light on because I felt it helped, but it looks like it's okay, huh?
Martin says, my wife took my computer away from me for a few months. Where are you guys now?
We're in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Kevin says, are you allowed to go outside?
Well, I'm allowed to do whatever I want, but I don't know. Kevin and I, we're good buddies, and I think we both given each other something here lately because we were both sick for quite a while, and I think he'll agree it sucks to be sick. So he had a bum leg for a while. He was real sick, and then I got real sick, and I got a bum leg, and I'm finally getting over that. He just, man, it's always something. It's like a motorhome. It's what happens when you reach 60. You turn into a motorhome. It's always something. I was being the motorhome answer man this morning. Guy was having problems with his water heater. We fixed it and had it working good. Well, I shouldn't say we fixed it. I showed him kind of what to do, and he fixed it, and it worked really good. And then he did it again. It was really good. And then he had to do it again. He kept blowing the little temperature sensor, so he wanted to make sure. I think he had it wired wrong, so he was going to go and rewire it today and put a couple of new sensors on it. But I'll tell you what, we fixed ours over there too at the same time, and man, it's been pretty much solid as can be, and the water's hot as heck.
Yeah, it works good now.
But I put the adjustable sensor for the what would you call it, thermistor, what thermometer, whatever, temperature sensor. How's that? And then the other one, the EOC or ECO, emergency cutoff, ECO. Mine is got a reset circuit breaker. So, and they're expensive. Between the two of those, it's about $55. You could buy a set of temperature sensors for 11, but they just, those cheap Chinese junk things, you know, if you buy it from a company that wants to have a good piece of product, instead of where a lot of the Chinese stuff, they just want to, if it looks like it and it works for a while, they'll sell it to you cheap just to keep you buying, you know. So
Kevin just called you Bill Bat Soup McLean.
Bill what?
Bat Soup.
Bat suit?
Bat Soup.
Bat soup? Why would you call me bat
That's
soup?
where coronavirus came from.
No, it didn't. It came from
Hey,
eating
Amanda and
bats. They
Jason.
eat them like with
Travels went well.
chopsticks.
We're back in Arkansas. Glad to see you. Hi, Makio. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
all,
we
all
went.
the bars are closed, so you're gonna have to celebrate at home.
We went to Walmart today to get a bunch of vegetables and stuff. And there's really nice black lady, and she had these big green blinky flashing lights, and she had a little leprechaun hat on, and
She was all blinged out.
I told
for
her, I
St.
said,
Patty's Day.
you're very festive. And she laughed. And
Hey, Teresa Burr, how are you?
Teresa
We've missed
Burr's
you.
here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So is Teresa still doing her gate?
Yeah, are you still on a gate, Teresa?
We've been hearing that it's kind of slowed down. I haven't had a chance to talk to James. How many people we have?
Makio says, 22. Makio
Oh.
says, hey, Bill and Darla, you have mods now. Congrats. It's just our troll, Makio.
Yeah, we always have a troll.
I'll keep it PG, she said. He said, you better watch out.
Yeah. He said I'm eating bat soup.
He said you are
I don't
bat
even
soup.
like bat soup.
Teresa says she's still there.
Oh, okay, cool.
We did hear, though, that it's getting weird and they're shutting gates down. Is that true? That you've heard or you've seen?
I guess we went and got all those people in Quartzsite this year, and
Yeah.
now they got no place to land. But they're always looking for people over there, and there's about 4 or 5 companies. There's what
Site Watch,
Sitewatch, and there's
J&G.
J&G, and
There's several.
Gate Guard Services. There's quite a few, and I mean, you know, we would like you to work for Guard One. Of course, we represent them, and we work for them when we do gate guarding. That's who we work for. But you know what? If it's just not happening, it's not happening. So, you know, you just have to cruise around a little bit, because the way it works is Guard One may not have any gates, and Site Watch may have 2 or 3, and they're looking for people right now.
Hi, Glenn
Oh, Glenn.
Higginbottom. He says, is it time to get the property up and going? Not right now. No, we're sitting at our daughter's, kind of just waiting things out.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to do with that property yet. All we're doing is just a black hole we throw money into right now.
Yeah.
But
Amanda's test is Thursday for gate guarding? For what, Jason?
by the way, can you guys hear us okay? Because we're just using our phone, no microphones.
Yeah, Yeah, Teresa, I heard pipeline's easiest too, but don't you like have to move every day? That's what I heard. Loud and clear, Jeremy says.
Perfect.
Yeah, Makia says the volume's okay, but she sees and hears Cage. How's he doing? He's fine.
Cage is a weirdo. He's down here on the floor looking at us like, what are you doing, Mommy, Dad?
We have to put his toys up so he doesn't, like,
Come here.
knock the camera over when we're doing lives. Because that's when he really wants to play. I mean, he really wants to play all the time anyway, but he really wants to play.
Yeah, whenever
when
we're doing something,
yeah.
that's when he wants to distract us the most. Come on. I got your blankie. Come here.
One thing,
Come here.
I've had such a big issue with him ever since we got him biting. Like, that bite inhibition just did not kick in for him. So I just had to pull away and just quit playing with him altogether for the last couple months, and he's better now. I guess maybe it's just an extended puppy thing. I don't know, but it was making me crazy. I don't like when your pet draws blood, which he's done to Bill for a long time, but mostly what he did with him was his claws. And he's much better about letting us cut his nails.
It's kind of like being locked into a cage with a gorilla.
Yeah.
That's what he's.
Everybody's
because
saying the sound is good.
He's so aggressive, and he has just learned how to manipulate his people so much. You know, he's on the dash by the windshield when we come home looking for those little styrofoam food
Containers.
things. So if he sees one of those, he's happy to see us. If you don't see one, he could care less. But he always wants the little styrofoam container.
And blankets. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you can. You can see him on Bill's lap.
This is what he likes. This is what he does, and it gets to a point at night where my legs go to sleep, and I just can't even move. He'll stay there forever. But we get some of our best sleep, him and I, right here in this chair. Huh.
Oh, try clipping a bird. That's okay. She says she has to wear armor.
Yeah, well, he got me again right there. I just got a little scratch, and I said, we got to go in there and cut his nails right now.
Yeah, about the oil fields closing down and stuff, I know it is slower. Like teacher Cindy, that's our daughter. Her husband works in the oil fields, and it's slowed way down for his job. Kind of has me worried.
But now, Trump was saying that he's going to fill the reserves all the way to the top. So he wants them to keep pumping oil. He's going to buy all the oil they pump. And once that's full, then what happened is the prices got to come down at the pumps. I mean, we were...
Do they ever, though, really?
Well, not
Especially
relative.
California. That's ridiculous.
We were paying about $2.35 to $2.65 the whole time we came across the country,
right.
And going back and forth. So it's not been real bad. When we first decided to do this, I figured that we would probably average paying about $4 a gallon for diesel fuel. And
10 years ago, when he figured.
10 years ago, and we've been pretty much between $3 and $4 most of the time, and now we're between $2 and $3. So it's actually gotten cheaper to travel. And this thing, if we're running.
Wow.
What?
Oh, they're saying the gas prices. Wheel Living and Terry Burns are saying gas prices $1.89 in Wisconsin and $1.78 in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's $1.74 here. That's what we paid yesterday.
Yeah. Yes, Glenn, he is all boy, all muscle, and very short-term memory.
Who,
very
me?
short-term.
Oh.
And the dog, too.
Oh.
You're all muscle, yes.
I used to be a little muscle.
You did.
Now I'm kind of
Seems quiet
skinny.
this week and before this week. Yeah. Yeah, our son-in-law was working 60-plus hours a week. And not so much anymore.
Yeah, and the 3 or 4 guys have quit. They haven't replaced them.
So I did hear that Amazon is only going to be delivering medical supplies, medical what they deem medically necessary supplies. And Cindy, what else was it? My daughter told me that. She just heard that.
When? When's that start?
Oh, for her citizenship. All right. We'll have to let us know how that goes.
Who's that?
Amanda. Her test is on Thursday. Very good. Very good. $2.38 a gallon there, Teresa says. Oh, pantry essentials and medical supplies. Everything else they're just going to put a hold on. And I hear you can get a job at Amazon now. They're hiring 100,000 new employees.
Yeah. They're going to hire a bunch of bartenders and waitresses.
And then get rid of the regular employees they have now. That's Phil's
Yeah.
theory. Probably not far from wrong.
Well, they'll get like $2.35 plus tips. That's what Jeff is hoping for. They won't notice a difference, except they won't be getting any tips.
Amazon is hiring, Cindy. 100,000 people he's looking for. But I guarantee you that he'll give the boot to ones he doesn't like.
I
Wants to get rid of.
can't see them doing just groceries and medical stuff. I don't think there's going to be enough of that to
Sustain them.
Yeah, not at this point for sure.
Yeah.
They seem awful eager to want orders. They're sending me little flyers every day. Hey, check out this deal.
Kevin, I hear there's a job in China licking doorknobs.
Yeah. No, that's in Iran.
128, and you guys are in Ocala, aren't you, Jason? 128 here. Don't know about diesel.
For regular down there?
UPS guy came by Cindy's and said he's working Christmas type hours. What?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, for regular 128.
Well, they're probably delivering all toilet paper. You know, I mean, I can understand if this new flu was all about pooping, but it's not. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I think one guy went out there and bought 50 rolls and someone saw him and that's how it started or something.
I think so. I think somebody started a panic. It just kind of spread like wildfire.
It seems like when we need to get some, we always find it, so.
Yeah.
Although today at Walmart, there wasn't a single.
Well, there was, because that lady got some.
Yeah, but I don't know
where
how
she
she got it. She must have ordered it or something.
174 a gallon at Buc-ee's in Royce City. Glen.
Buc-ee's. We went to a Buc-ee's for the first time when we were coming out here.
It's a nice store.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Kevin was telling you about them, wasn't
Yeah, they got everything, man. They got fudge and barbecue, and they got belts and hats and shirts and you name it, they got
It's
it.
like a Boland's times
Yeah.
50. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of the Amazon or the Walmarts have been only open till 9 actually.
Yeah, they're
well,
no more 24-hour.
they open at 7 and close at 9. That's what I've been hearing.
And you know, I can almost bet they're gonna start we don't really think we should allow people to stay in our parking lot when we're not open. And then that's gonna mean when everything is all said and done, we're not gonna be parking at Walmarts anymore. It's gonna be a different world here soon, unfortunately. I mean, Darla and I were talking, we're in our 60s and we've never ever experienced anything like this. Nothing. I mean, probably the worst things that we experienced were during 9/11.
Yeah. Teresa says Amazon doesn't have toilet paper.
They don't?
And Cindy said her UPS guy, the hospitals are telling him leave the packages at the back door. They don't want them to come in.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know.
Well, the worst part about the hospital thing is now if you break your leg or something, they don't want you to go to the hospital. What are you supposed to do? Now you've got a real emergency. I mean, you're broken, you know. Somebody who's got a cough and a sneeze, I mean, of course they could die, but you know, they should section off a little bit of the hospital to take care of major injuries. Imagine they do anyway, but
Well, I know a lot of for sure elective surgeries, and like my sister-in-law needs a shoulder replacement. I'm sure they're probably going to have to put that off.
Well, Kathy, sure.
That's right.
Yeah, she said she
That's right.
got postponed, so.
Yeah, my lady I worked with at Sugar Beets, she needs a new shoulder, and she's been trying to get that taken care of for months and months and months and months and months. Carter gas crisis, even the odd days.
Oh yeah, uneven.
Kevin keeps calling you Bill Bat Soup McLean. You need to quit touching your face, he said.
Am I touching my face?
How about this?
There, how's that? You know what? We seen these young kids today in Walmart, and they were wearing masks and stuff. People don't wear masks unless you have the disease. You're not supposed to wear a mask unless you have the disease. Because what happens is that germs collect on those masks, and then you touch the mask, and then you touch your face, your eyes, or something.
Jason, you guys are going to a potluck. Corned beef, potatoes, Irish whiskey, Baileys, and Guinness. Just keep your distance, 6 feet. I'm not panicked. I'm really not. Maybe things would change if somebody I knew had this. I don't think it's anything to mess with, but enjoy your St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, we have corned beef. We just haven't cooked it.
No.
We're waiting for our new pans. Because, I mean, you can cook 10 pieces of chicken in this one pan. And what is it? 15 minutes? It fries it. And I mean, no grease or nothing. It just cooks in its own stuff. I'll be right back. I'm going to go in and check out the plumbing real quick. Hi, KG.
You'll eat outside. Well, tell Amanda good luck and let us know how it goes. Very excited for her. So, Wheel Living. What do we think of the camping season if the virus is going to hurt them? I think the virus scare is going to hurt everybody to one degree or another. I really do. They're shutting too much down. My daughter's supposed to get married in 2 months, and she can't even get a marriage license because City Hall's closed down. Well, I don't know. Plans are changing, right? Yeah, Cindy, that's Dad's live stream. Happens almost every live feed we do. All elective surgeries are canceled. I wonder what they deem an elective surgery, though. Like, I mean, if your shoulder's killing you and you've been dealing with pain, or your knee or your hip or whatever, do they consider that elective?
No boob job.
I guess, yeah, no boob jobs.
I like
no
that.
plastic surgery. I get that, but these other things, I guess if it's not killing you, it's called elective. I don't know.
So here's the new tool for getting to the front of the line at Walmart. You get you one of these bad little boys.
Not in his eyes.
No, never in the eyes.
I don't know why this dog goes bonkers when we're doing live.
Because he's looking for something to do. Anyway, get you one of those, and you get right to the front.
That thing's gonna be chewed to pieces.
Nah.
I
He
got it.
never chews anything.
No.
He's
good
not
about
a
that.
chewer. If he's gonna chew something, it's usually you.
Yeah. He's better though. He just chews all his toys now.
If he's gonna scratch something, it's me. So does anyone have any interesting questions for us? Or are we just not that interesting anymore? I haven't been doing a lot of, well, I've been doing a lot of service stuff and everything on the motorhome. I don't know whether people are interested in watching me do that. But put some new fans in. They're really cool too. I should show you, but take too long to do everything. But I put some fans in and put a subwoofer in and put my little computer stand over here, which is working out really cool. Now that we figured out how to get it to stop rattling while we're driving. was making so much noise.
The
when we were driving.
the more you silence in an RV and a motorhome, the more you hear the little things, because they're not being drowned out by the bigger things. So we're kind of working it down.
And the hard part is when the thing is making a noise, I have to drive and figure out what the noise is, because Darla won't go find out what the noise is. She won't drive. So I have to find it. Huh.
I can only tell you where I think it's coming from.
Yeah. Well, we found we had a real, when we'd stop and it was in gear, it would just had this horrible buzz. And I mean, the idle and everything was all the same. That was the heater, the house heater.
Yeah,
There's
the
these
box,
two little
sheet metal
round deals that are in there, and they were just in there and they would just buzz. So I had some of that aluminum tape for insulation, and I put pieces of those tape on it. Man, that got rid of a lot of noise right there. As long as you were driving, it was fine. As long as you were in neutral, it was fine. But when you had it, when you were stopped at a light in gear, it was crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, I will say that. One daughter's getting married in May and the other one's having a baby in May, so if things don't lighten up with this virus stuff, it could change the face of lots of people's lives.
Well, I'm sure Leah's going to get married no matter what.
She is, and Cindy's going to have her baby no matter what.
No, Cindy's just going to have to hold it. I watched the thing today on Facebook, and it was this goldfish, and it was ready to give birth, and every time it started to give birth, there were other fish in the tank, and they were going after him. So finally, this guy caught the fish and put it in a different tank, and that thing was spitting out babies like crazy, but they were bigger than normal.
Yeah.
Then.
What a Wheel Living says, Bill, you will finish your honeydew list soon. I don't think you will. This thing's a 95, so there's always something, but keeps him busy, keeps him out of trouble.
Yeah, just about time I get everything fixed, then all the cabinets need to be cleaned and stuff we got to take stuff out of it. We're trying to lighten it up. So that was another bad thing about the kitchen craft cookware, is we had taken our bicycles and tires and stuff out, and we went down there. We don't have our spare tire for our motorhome now.
Kevin does.
Kevin has it.
And our bikes.
He's probably having a yard sale. Anyway, we went down there and we put all this stuff in, and it was probably 300 or 400 pounds heavier than what was in there, and that put us over the weight limit on this tow bar. So, not comfortable with that.
Julie thinks you're patient zero. And Cindy says,
patient zero.
Yeah, the first one.
Why are you whining?
Cindy says, well, he is pretty social. He could have begun the spread.
This doggy is
Yeah, he
whining.
still scrubs the whole ceiling on the walls. Yep.
What, in here?
Cindy says she'll take the bikes $5 a piece.
Yeah, we just got those bikes. The tires, they're starting to crack. We haven't even worn and hardly rode it. So, but
Glenn thinks you should get a vinyl wrap on the motorhome YouTube wrap.
I want to repaint it.
Like
is what I
Nomadic
wanna do.
Fanatic did.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe writing something on the rear window of the motorhome, but I don't know. I'm just weird about that. Right now I have a Harley emblem in the receiver hitch on the truck, and I normally won't have anything Harley Davidson on my vehicles, because it just gives certain people the idea that they need to pull me over and hassle me. And
Keo says the mayor announced yesterday gas, power, and water will remain on and no evictions either.
yeah, a lot of people are going to get hurt, because there's a certain group of people in the society, when they say they won't be evicted, and then that means they don't have to pay their bills. It's, if everybody plays it honorably, it'd be good, but if they don't, it's going to be ugly.
Hi, Jackie B, 1965. Welcome to the pate. We're all like in quarantine here. We figured you guys would all be wanting something to do, so.
Yeah, I just figured this would be more entertaining than sitting around doing nothing all day, so. And
either self-imposed or.
Yeah, we used to do these lives all the time, and they were pretty interesting, but anymore. For a while there, they started getting kind of dry because we didn't, have many questions. But we had one the other day. It was pretty good. It was short, but it was pretty good. And then I thought, we got to do something because I mean, there's hardly anyone driving around. It's not that busy out there like it normally is. Why do we have a dog? Why do we have a puppy?
Let's get a dog. He said it'll be fine. He said.
I love him. He's just tough. That was another reason with the kitchen craft is the doggy would have had to learn how to hold his wee-wee for 14 hours a day. That's not fair to him.
Yeah.
Every job we have, he's usually pretty close or actually goes to work with us so that he can be serviced or we get someone to do it. So he's a main concern. We had that with Mac. We went about 2 years without a dog and it just wasn't the same. It was quiet.
It was quiet.
And I didn't have to vacuum the dash as much. He's on the dash right now. The worst part is he can't just sit on the dash. He's got to lean up against the drapes, and I can see the little thing up there about ready to split in half.
Your son-in-law thinks you're interesting.
Which one?
Daniel.
Yeah? Is he home? Or is he at work?
He's at work.
Did you hear about us having to help your wifey poo break into her
Yeah, Dan, did you hear about that?
pantry?
Or did you tune in too late? What other one do you have, Dad?
What?
What other son-in-law do you have? She has a point.
Well, I have a pending.
Pending. Dan said he just clocked out.
Did he? How's the oil fields, Dan?
Kevin, you better get a nice price for those things.
For what, our stuff?
Yeah, he's trying to sell our stuff to Cindy.
Well, I'll tell you what we paid for them bicycles. A lot. I would think a fire sale would be $200 a piece.
Dan's the favorite son-in-law for at least 2 more months.
Yeah.
Thanks, Makio, for tuning in. We miss you. Did you know that Trey was in here too, by the way? Haven't seen him for an age. And yeah, thumbs up, everybody, per Makio. Everybody does what Makio says. Thanks. Thanks, and we'll talk to you later, Makio. Take care. Hang in there. Don't get sick.
How many watchful eyes do we have?
How many watchful eyes? 24.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's like what we used to have, and then we got down to where we were only getting 5 or 6. Okay.
Kate really needs a play date with your doggies, Kevin.
Yeah. Of course, not right now with all the rain and the mud.
I'd have fun. Are you kidding?
Yeah, he has fun, and then he comes home and you can't bring him in. You need a doggy wash, one of them ones where you stick them in one end, just push them through. They come out crystal clean and dry.
Sparkly, shiny.
See, Kevin's going to look into one of those now because I know he loves clean a roof.
Makio's already sick.
You don't have that flu, do you?
Hope not.
I don't know what I had. I really don't. I have no idea. They're saying that this stuff has been in this country since November, and they don't even know how many people truly have it. The numbers that they have are guesstimations. The only thing they know are how many people have died of it. But man, I don't know. I've never been, of course, with all the other stuff that I went through. I was facing death twice in the last year, and I don't like it. I finally put some weight back on, started feeling good again, and then I got that crap. And I don't know, it seemed like it was bronchitis or something, but it was not good. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, when I try to take deep breaths, I can take them, but it hurts. What is he doing over there?
Oh, it's
He's
your
a
dog.
nut. Come here, nut. Come here.
Time to get back on the respirator, Bill. I know you have it hid in the back there.
Well, I've got one of them inhaler machines. Darla got me another one today.
Mikio says it was a joke. She's sick in the head. Get it? She's
Oh.
fine. All right, bye, Mikio.
All right. Everybody's smarter than me right now. They're going over my head.
Yeah.
Well, it's about 4 o'clock. We've been on here for an hour, so I think it's about time to go. What do you think?
It's really great that everybody's bored like we are.
Yeah.
Looking for someone to watch, talk to.
Yeah. If somebody doesn't bring up something more exciting than us just rambling on here, we're gonna pull the plugsy.
We could do that whole who thinks this thing's got blown out of proportion to get Trump out of office.
Yeah.
Or not. We could not go there.
We've been trying not to politicize things. I did get a little upset the other day, but you know, I mean, they're talking right now, man. They're talking that you're not going to be able to go from state to state, and then you won't be able to go from town to town, and then, you know, I mean, they start doing that stuff. I mean, that's what they call unconstitutional. I mean, it comes down to a point: do we, for the matter of safety in their eyes, do we give up all of our rights so that they're in control of everything? Or do we live by the Constitution and I guess just take our chances? If you feel like you could get sick, stay at home. I mean, we've gone out every day. We don't go around touching people and this dog. We don't do those type of things, you know. We keep our distance and everything else. And I mean, that's what you got to do when because I mean, there's 3 things that can be a problem for me. And one is diabetes, the other one is over 60, and the other one is just going through having these problems with my lungs because of being sick. So I mean, I'm a prime candidate for planting daisies on my forehead, but you know, I don't want to give up all my rights because somebody's trying to protect me, because whenever anyone's trying to protect you, they're trying to take something from you at the same time. So we all need to be aware of that.
Charlie Porch says, do this again. And Kevin says, hey, you can't quit now. I haven't got to block anyone yet.
Yeah.
Cindy said she can make some snarky comments if that would help.
Okay.
Simply Living says, all state parks in New Mexico are closed.
Yeah, see, why would they do that? You know, well, like I say, the reason why they're probably doing that is because they don't want to have to maintain things, because probably a lot of people aren't out there going and doing a lot of this stuff being shut down because there's no activity. You know, people aren't going to go to a NASCAR race if they think they're all going to walk out with the disease, so they're canceling those. And the same way with basketball and, you know, and jet rides and everything else. But you know, man, I don't know. I would say, if I trust our government, if I trusted what's going on in our government, and that's for some reason, every time you say government, anything bad comment you make, that means Trump's bad. But that's not what I'm talking about, because there's a group of people around Trump. If you watch those people in those video or those conferences they have every day, watch that lady in the right behind of Trump. I don't trust. She's always got a funny smirk on her face, and it just, you know, they just keep taking a little more, and pretty soon you're a serf. You know, you're under their control.
So, our daughter, she's worried they're going to cancel Schmeckfest. If you don't know what that is, you should Google it. It's up in Montana. It's a real thing. Everything.
And that's canceled. All you need to know about Montana. They have a Schmeckfest.
I thought she was kidding the first time she told me that, but no, it's a real thing. Anyway, people are saying goodbye, so.
Are they?
Yeah, I should wrap this up.
All right, guys.
You guys all stay safe too.
Yeah.
Remember, no kissing, no hugging. Hashtag no kiss. Hashtag no hugs. Hashtag I care.
Well, as things get, as we get more and more locked in, we'll do this a little more often. So, we'll try to give you a little more notice in 30 minutes, but I thought, well,
Kevin put a link on here, history of TP.
yeah.
We'll have to watch that.
All right, guys. Well, hey, be good. God bless. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, you guys, all of you, for tuning in. Take care. Be well. Bye.
All right. This is going to look funny. Everybody's going to think it looks funny.